Mai and I walked to class the next morning like absolute Zoombos. I wasn't sure if it was the blood, or the heat, or the sheer stress of it all. But neither of us wanted to talk to each other. What? Why? What happened? But neither of us wanted to talk to each other. We didn't even want to look at each other. When PBG and I came out of our room that night, we found Jared and Mai in the room across the hall, sitting 4 yards apart on opposite ends of the room. When I asked whether they wanted to go home, oh. Yes, definitely! Yes, definitely! They responded like that. What happened? Okay, so now we've got a mystery on our hands, gang. Something was up. Something definitely had to be up. But the drive back to the academy was made in utter stony silence, outside of a few passive observations on PBG's part to try and break the tension. If Ma wasn't telling me what happened between her and Jared, that probably meant it was something bad. Really, really bad. Especially considering things seemed like they were going well in the actual spring. I wasn't about to bring that up if she wasn't ready to relive it. For all I knew, she just destroyed any chances of dating the guy she had crushed on for the past 3 years. Knowing Maya, it was very possible she simply wasn't able to conduct herself properly in his presence. She handled herself pretty fine being nearly naked. I would have thought she could have done it. I wasn't about to go poking my nose in her most embarrassing moment. We climbed to the 3rd floor behind Mimi and Kakusu, who moved as though approaching their own execution. Of course, they took up all the space in the stairwell, so we couldn't move around them even if we wanted to. My own silence meant that, whether we wanted to or not, we ended up eavesdropping on their conversations. So, apparently the nearby hot springs are closed for the next year. What was her voice again? She's like a robot, right? So I was like, what? No way. I was... what? 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 No, what? No way. I was going to join my friends on a celebratory excursion after graduating the midterm exams. I know this is not a robot, but I remember the voice. I don't really know what happened, but the staff don't want to go into it. But apparently it has something to do with the body being tired. You don't think people were copulating in the springs? Oh my god, why do you still talk like that? I'm sure that's what it is. But it must have been some kind of party if it made the springs completely shut down. Kakushi's eyes flashed. It's being inspected for health violations. If they find something, they might not even be able to reopen. Oh man. Oh man. I hope they catch whoever done it. It sucks that we had to suffer because somebody else was an asshole. When we reached the top of the stairwell, we sped around the girls and into the classroom like we were running from a swarm of boos. As I hooked my bag on my desk, a jolly John approached me. Hana, welcome back. How were the spur? Shut up! Don't tell anyone we were there. Okay, well, whatever you did worked. Look. Pointing across the way to PBG, who was sitting at his desk, happily doodling. He noticed us looking at him and waved cheerfully. Hey, don't guys! I waved back. What did you do? Oh, I never would have thought he would recover from something like this so quickly. Well, we just talked. Had a bit of heart-to-heart, I guess you could say, because our chests were together. John held up a hand. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. Well, Hana, you're a special girl. I just meant thank you for looking after our boy. Oh, no problem. He's my friend after all. John snorted. Yep, definitely. And friends look after each other. Exactly. He wandered up to his seat, still laughing like a maniac. What's up with him? I turned to mine, she shrugged, staring out the window despondently. I guess she didn't feel like the chatting either. I was so unlike her. What happened between her and Jared? Maybe we should ask Jared. Or maybe, Sean. That's his name, right? That might work, right? Because they're roomies, aren't they? Aren't they? No, they're not. Who's Jared? I don't know. Thankfully, my thought as the day wore on, and by the time we got back to Primrose House, we were deep in discussion about volleyball strategies. But as we approached our room, I groaned. Oh no. Another note was taped gleefully to the door. I ripped it off as a bear might knock down a beehive. What did the paper ever do to you? I mean, aww. I'm glad it is. I opened the letter. Yes, another one. Oh love, oh love. Oh love, oh love, she's lovely and sweet. She captures my feelings and shines like the sea. So lovely, this lovely, so pretty and nice. Oh love is so hot, and love is so... eyes. Getting warmer and warmer... Oh god, my voice broke there. Getting warmer and warmer and warmer until I pour too much water. But love cannot spill. For this lovely I see stares back at me with the sea. For the love with the loveliest eyes I have seen. That didn't rhyme much. I stared at the paper. Eyes like the sea. I told you they weren't for me. It'd been there for both of us, dog. Did I really have a secret admirer? I never even had a boy have a crush on me. Never in my life. Oh yeah, totally no, they're totally not. That's why, you know, that whole hot spring thing happened. Yeah, fuck yeah, mate. But strangest of all, when I should have felt my absolute happiest, I still felt an odd sense of dread. We headed inside our room and I glanced around, unsure of what to do with the letter. You okay, Hana? I don't like this. Well, just put it away and forget about it, right? Whoever wrote it obviously isn't confident enough to approach you directly, so, and as long as that doesn't happen, we just pretend, you could just pretend like they don't exist. It's PPG, mate. I folded up the letter and stuffed it inside my desk with its brothers. Or sisters, no judge. I guess so. A letter is just a letter, unless it's a howler. It's great that you have a secret admirer too. Who knows, maybe it's someone you have feelings for. Girl, you just told me that I should forget about it, whatever. What? There isn't anybody that I like, so that's impossible. Mike glared at me. What? I'm serious. I know you're serious. That's exactly why I'm annoyed. She sighed and shook her head. Poor guy's got it rough. But I guess you don't pick who you fall in love with. A secret admirer is hardly someone in love. He's probably just got a little crush. If he even is a he. I wasn't talking about. I'll forget it. Yeah, I know. A blush rose on my cheeks, but I ignored it. Anyways, we're in the middle of discussing your tactics, right? Have you tried the jet shot? I heard online that it's pretty good. It's a bit overhyped, you know. It's a solid 6 out of 10. Yeah, it doesn't work as well for volleyball as you would think. The subject safely dropped. Mai and I discussed her next game until late in the evening. Something got her more excited about volleyball than usual, and that was saying something when it came to Mai. Whatever it was, she didn't tell me, and I didn't ask. I wonder what it was. Chapter 4. Holy shit. What's going to happen in Chapter 4? After that whole incident, things returned mostly to normal. No, rather than normal, it was more like things calmed down. Like a river that was no longer flooding. A few weeks passed, during which we took our first real test of the term. Thankfully, I scored a 95, high enough to keep my scholarship and provide a buffer for the rest of the year. The Asagao Strikers played their first game without PBG, and they managed to win. The entire school celebrated except for PBG, who watched the game from his dorm room window. I wonder how he felt. In all other respects, he was back to the PBG we all knew and loved. It was the day after the game that he approached me. Oh god, Hana! PBG, what's up? He stared at me for a few seconds, not saying anything. I cocked my head to the side like a confused parrot. PBG, you there? I'm there. I was wondering if you... Spit it out, mate! I nodded, trying to get him to finish his sentence. Oh, for God's sake. You will? I don't even know what you're talking about! Oh, right. So there's this game that's coming out soon, and they're doing a midnight release for it. Oh god. It's a really cool game. It's about all these little animals living in a village together. Oh my god, look at them here. And you come join it and live with them. Oh shit, I opened Beanut. Do you want to come with me? What do you do with the animals? In the game, you befriend them and go fishing and fossil hunting, and there are festivals. You can decorate your house and wear different outfits too. It's so cute. This is like me trying to... When I try... yeah. That sounds like something you'd be into, idiot. I'll say. And I think you'd like it too. Plus, I want to say thank you for what you did for me with the hot springs. So what do you think? Well, sure. So I'll just be keeping you company? Yeah, I guess so. He glanced away from me, looking troubled. Is something wrong? Girl, take a hint. Okay, cool. Great, I'll pick you up tonight. Now, do you want to get lunch? I'm sure everyone's wondering where we are. I'm sure Mai or John told them what was up. PBG turned pale. I hope not. What was up with him today? Oh my god, you're an idiot. But it wouldn't be a romance novel without the protagonist being like, what is up with him? What is going on? He came to pick me up right on time, as planned. When I opened the door, Mai poked her head out from the top of her bunk. Going somewhere? Oh, PBG! Is this the first time he's been in our room? I don't know. Mai glanced from me to him and back again. I looked away. I hadn't told her because it never came up. How could you talk about something if it doesn't come up in a conversation? Well, you know, there's a few ways. Have fun. You better bring it back safely or I'll stab you with a lance made of toothpicks. Yes, ma'am. We stepped out into the dark night, and I instantly started shivering. I've never been to a midnight release. I've wanted to, but I'm not a nerd. How cold was it out here? Below freezing? I didn't bring a real jacket with me, but I didn't have a heavy jacket for this kind of weather yet, so there wasn't much I could do about it. I instead kept my mouth shut and tried to hide my trembles as we headed for the train station. Girl, you were looking smart. Oh, where is this game store, by the way? It's a local one in the city. I like to go to it when I can support them. Also, they have a puppy there. You're not allergic to dogs, are you? No, I love them. I always wanted to adopt one. We had one at home, and I miss him so much. Really? That must have happened after I left. It happened because you left. Ooh, I was sad, so my parents bought me a dog for Christmas. And you two are so similar. Because you're both bitches. What's the dog's name? It's a him, and that's not important. It's Luca, right? Or it's that one god from Oblivion. Tell me. No, that's fine. Tell me! There's really no reason. PBG. Haru. What's wrong with the name Haru? Anyway, follow me. Seriously, what's wrong with the name Haru? I don't get it. Like Harumi Suzumiya? We took several twists and turns after leaving the station. PPG intend on finding the shop. Wild Book Store. Whatever. Oh, there's an itty bitty kitty sign up there. What do you know? It's a bit harder to find when everything's dark. I blew my breath into the air and watched the resulting cloud float away above me. It was cold. Here it is! He gestured to a line of people huddled outside of a store, all wearing thick jackets and mittens. There weren't as many people as I expected, but that made sense. How many people would like a game about living with animals enough to wait outside at midnight for it? A lot of people. We got into line behind a man with a blue-dyed mohawk. Okay. It won't be long now. Honey, you okay? I looked up at him from where I was dancing... What? I looked up at him from where I was dancing on the street. Yeah, why? Oh, okay. You look like you need to pee. No, I'm fine. Achoo! He looked at me from head to toe as if seeing me for the first time. Why are you wearing a skirt? It's cold. Yeah, well, I didn't want to go home and change. Well, I'm a bit cold too. So maybe we should... Oh my god, I was about to make the joke of them huddling together and then he actually fucking said it. We should huddle together to preserve warmth. This is like such a high school thing. I knew people in high school who would say that to girls as like a pickup line. Plus I'm wearing a jacket, so... PPG opened his normal boost jacket to me, looking away. So, you can... I didn't need to be told twice. I walked into the folds of his jacket and hugged him. He wrapped his arms and the ends of the jacket around us. Thankfully, I was tiny enough to fit inside. He's like Scabbers. I'm making a lot of Harry Potter references tonight. Only the tip of my bow poked out of the top. PPG was a heating pad, and slowly I warmed up and stopped shivering. PPG set his chin on top of my head, like a little footrest. How are we still moving in line? He smelled really good, like vanilla and cinnamon. Why do you smell like vanilla and cinnamon? PPG tried to talk to me, but with one side of my face against his chest and the other against his jacket, I could barely understand him. It sounded like his mouth was full of marshmallows. What? Sure. We stood there in silence for a while, and then PPG's chin started wriggling on top of my skull. It felt really good. Like he was giving me a massage or something. His beard was tickling me. And then I realized that he was talking to me, and I just couldn't hear him. I nuzzled into his chest, and he stopped talking for a bit. Then he started rubbing my back. I like to think the line has just moved on, and these two are just hugging in the street. What was he saying? Was I supposed to answer? I stayed where I was, and the seconds ticked away. And the seconds ticketh away. Oh! He said lifted off the top of mine and he opened his jacket to look down at me. The line moved. It looks like we can go in and get our games. Inside? Yes, let's go. Wait. Our games? It must have been a slip of the tongue. Your totes! PPG approached the register while I examined the games in the shelf just to the side of it. I had no idea what most of them were, but there were several I was interested in. One had pictures of cows on it. Another a group of teenagers like they were lost in a city. I don't know what those supposed to are, honestly. These were all games for the handheld I had, but when I looked at the price tags, I balked. There was no way I could get one in any time soon. Dejected, I went to stand with PPG at the register. M-Key? M-Key? I assume that's a girl. Here's your other, Mr. Peter, Mr. Buttergamer. Oh, I pre-ordered too. You did! You did! You did! Sorry, here's the other copy. Oh, thanks. PPG paid the man. Oh, fuck. And we left the store with the games in hand. Is M-Key like some... look, nah, I can't be fucked. Actually, I can be fucked Googling it, honestly. Is M-Key a word or MC? A master of ceremonies. What? Sure. Why not? It's also a frickin' ritualistic house. As we went back to the train station, I side-eyed him. What? Nothing. We made it to the station just as the train was loading and managed to sprint inside just in time. Ah, that was close. But at least we're inside. And look, we've got the whole carriage to ourselves. He spread his arms out wide and the plastic bag he had rustled. He looked at the bag as if surprised. All right. He pulled out one copy of the game and held it out to me. What? What? This is for you. I got it for you. Sorry I didn't give it to you back at the store, but I wanted to be sure we didn't miss the train. I can't take this from you. It's way too expensive. Don't worry about it. I got it for you. But... He pouted. But if you don't take it, I'll be sad. Okay. Be sad. I took the game and looked at the cover. There were small animals on a round green earth and yellow letters reading Animal Intersection. Oh, God. Across the top, a little yellow dog and some pink fluffy creatures smiled at the different humans on the screen. Tears filled my eyes. Haven't had a cry in a while. My first game. Happy? Am I happy? Oh my golly socks! I started jumping up and down right there in the middle of the train compartment. I got my first game! I got my first game! Oh god, crazy bitch. I'm gonna play this all night. Wait and play it after school tomorrow. What? Why? Just do it. Trust me. This game works with a real-time clock, so you'll have more fun that way. I sighed. Okay. PPG grinned at my dismay. Anyways, let's get you to bed, young missy! PPG walked me to the front of the girl's dorm like a true gentleman. When we got to the door, he hesitated. Hey, Hana. Yes? Do you think love is real? He trailed off, staring at me, and I smiled at him. Do I think what? Never mind, it was nothing. Thanks for coming with me tonight. Oh, no problem. He pulled the door open and waved me inside. Oh god, here we go. M'lady! Why, thank you, bitch. I giggled. Seriously, thank you. This means more to me than you know. I mean, it's nothing really. Good night, PBG. Night, Hana.